potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Texas Longhorns and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, I caught up with the Longhorns head coach before the game. This running back has been a revelation all season long. They brought him in the transfer portal, and he has delivered each and every week. We see the chemistry grow between he and the quarterback and their offensive line. Now in playoff contention, making some noise in the top 15, they are starting to be a team to contend with, and it is all because of this running back and how he is fueling this offense. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Longhorns ready to kick it away first. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Here's Sellers to throw. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Harbor. Oh, there's an alley to the left. He's at the touchdown, South Carolina. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, there's no secret who this offense wants to get the ball to. On the very first play, they find a matchup on the outside one-on-one. They take a shot to him vertically down the field, and he does the rest. He is so athletic, and he is going to be a problem for this defense all game long.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll give it to Brown.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. Makes the grab. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You bring in Cam Coleman from Auburn with his highs and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, we didn't even mention the running backs when you bring in two.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back. You get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Throwing Manning. Here comes the heat. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really stepping up in this game today, and he's a guy that Longhorn fans, they need to keep their eyes on for years to come.
To the air, it's Manning. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Arch is going to throw for it. Looking left. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Manning from the gun on third down. Throws to the wideout. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Sellers unloads to the wideout, and they can't make the connection.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
Stay up, stay up.
Play fake, Sellers. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Quarterback may change this route. Throwing, Sellers. Looking to the big tight end. On target over the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Gamecocks want to move quickly. Sellers to the air again. Right down the middle. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion.
Go! Kill! 949 Rockstar! 949 Rockstar!
Here's Sellers to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Man, early in the game, I love when you set the tone and make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. Nice job getting him on the ground, getting your first sack of the day. Listen, they had 3 last week, but they want to continue to build on that number and keep getting it higher, and that's a great start.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. They're up by a touchdown here in the first.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas! Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Sellers. Flips it out in the flat. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Motion from the back. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Quickly complete. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Gets the back moving. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Looking for a deep man. Brings it in down the left side. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to change this route. The run inside. It's Clark. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, first down here.
14 close. 214.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Wide 80. Go. Icy.
Throwing, Sellers. Working that left side now. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Bringing it back. He's at the 30, the 10, and he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Longhorns!
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here's Sellers to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your face.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Longhorn. He got a step and just dusted the field.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback making checks. Sellers. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Sellers lined up in the gun on third down. On the run, fires downfield. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a fourth down. And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the third possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical third down, forcing an incompletion.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
You know, God bless Texas, because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no, they got two great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities, I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. And they know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield. So a lot of soft boxes to run into, and there's really no excuse for why these running backs shouldn't absolutely stat it up this year. Steve Sarkisian told us they're going to be committed to running the football and having balance. Because of those names you just mentioned, we're expecting this running game to be elite. Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
The Longhorns can really attack on this second and short. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had zero answers.
Arch Madness. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. Along the sideline, got it in the end zone. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll move the tight end. Looking for a man, it's Sellers. That one comes out hot down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Running inside, it's Clark. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Sellers from the gun on third down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Gives it on the option, and they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock. The Gamecocks spin the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Gamecocks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Throwing, Sellers. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
To throw, it's Manning. Snagged out of the air. There he goes. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And after that last completion left them with just a yard or so to go for a first down, how will they attack on second and short? A give to Brown. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Manning escapes the pressure going right. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Going to take a shot on second and short. Bringing the heat. Slides, avoids the punishment, and picks up the first down. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We start our coverage with Auburn, taking on the number 10 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's Ole Miss on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now some other games you may have interest in, social media certainly does, inside the Big 12.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. And the Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Manning tries to pick it up on third down. Throws it deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. They've just self-destructed too many times so far already with 3 interceptions in the game. It's complete to the left. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. And the Gamecocks come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Here's Sellers to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
The defenses are terrified of giving up that big play. I like the offense taking a shot down the field, showing the defense like, listen, hey, you're going to have to guard this. You better start being worried about the deep ball. Now maybe I can take some shots underneath, and it might loosen that secondary up a bit.
496 tsunami. Skate.
The offense changing the play. Scanning the field is Sellers. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Well, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Win.
Sellers. And the sticky fingers allow them to grab the two-point conversion. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They're working that left side.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And you know what? The best third down offense is don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
Here's Arts to throw. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
So now it's 2nd and long. Hand off for Brown. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line. Could be an alley. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing the...
Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. If you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They'll give it to Brown. Turning it on. Got enough for the first. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Here comes the hurry up. Send the tight end in motion. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add that lead.
3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
4th down, Manning. Rushes on him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Well, that play never had a chance on 4th down. They're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
Throwing Sellers. Got his man on the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And I love linebackers, man. They just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
They go play action with Sellers. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Quarterback making adjustments. From the gun on third down, Sellers. Quick completion on the out. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Again, it's Sellers. Runs through a tackle. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Here's Sellers to throw. Fires to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Sellers on the play action. He's got the back in the middle. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Sellers from the gun on third down. Stands in and takes the hit. Goes high to pull it in. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, this quarterback normally makes defenses look very silly week in, week out with his speed, but he has yet to face a defense like this. This defense accepted the challenge. They have stepped up. They have been disruptive. They have been living in the backfield all game long. That already the third sack of the game for this unit.
Sellers buying some time as he moves left. He's going to fire into the gut of the defense. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. Third and long. They'll move the wide receiver.
Mustang. King. Spade Lily.
Sellers from the gun on third down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Fourth down, Sellers. Throws to the tight end. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He is in. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they'll try to tack on two. Sellers to the air again. Makes the grab on the left. He's in there for the two-point conversion, and they're down 8 here in the fourth. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Makes a move. Got a little room. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his second of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. Looks like he's going to try to return it. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
He might want another play. Throwing, Sellers. Under fire. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Man, that is just what this defense did not need. Late in the football game, up by a couple of scores, you just can't give up the big play. And listen, that was a contested catch, but we got to get guys on the ground. Can't give up explosive. Let that clock tick and preserve the lead.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. Throws to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. Again, it's Sellers. Buying some time. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Motion from the wide receiver. Here's Sellers to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Fires downfield. He caught it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. And the Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up. He's looking to throw. Oh, they're after him. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
He will not get there as the defense stopped him again.
Well, that's new. If you want to kick the ball to the tight end in this situation and let him run the football, I mean, goal line area, maybe.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Here's Brown to begin the drive. Got enough for the first. Running wide open down the gut of the field. The 40, at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Texas! And the pummeling has started. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
What a big-time run. He's still running. Over 90 yards. That's one of those when you're running to the end zone, you're looking behind you, you're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch it, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown run.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Sellers. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Sellers lined up in the gun on third down. Slings it downfield. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Sellers to throw for it on fourth. He lets one fly deep. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Throwing, Sellers. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. The run inside. It's Clark. Breaks into the open. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. And the Gamecocks line it up with a 1st and goal. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Here's Sellers to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. They're definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They make the stop, and a nifty move to pick up 9 on that one. If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Running inside. It's Smothers. Got a little grass. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. Fourth quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for space. It's Smothers. Makes it past the marker. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the punishment has been extended. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, South Carolina. Here comes the 2-point try. Sellers can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They got on the ball, but I believe he touched it before it went 10 yards, and there is a flag on the field. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead.
Break. Here we go.
The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Throwing Sellers. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that pass will be incomplete, and time has run out on this game.